welcome back to another video. And in this one, we're going to be talking about Dollar Tree. Everything is still $1.25. I really have been hitting up a lot of $1.25 items that I think are totally worth it. And I keep eyeballing the other sections of the store, but nothing has really just, made me say, oh, I want to spend more than $1.25 because it's the Dollar Tree, right? All right, guys, let's jump into the haul. If you like this kind of thing and you're new, please click that subscribe bell and join the family because I have a whole playlist of tons and tons and tons of items that I've gotten over the years from Dollar Tree. And for everybody else, hi, how are you doing? Spring is about to flee and summer is on its way. So, for all my besties out there that's been hanging out with me for a while, please like, share, comment, and definitely spread the word. If anybody's interested in this content, tell them to come on board and subscribe. Okay, now that all that's over with, let's jump into the haul. And guys, I don't have anything that's food related in this one. I don't know. Usually I have one or two items, but most of the things I got here are things that I just grabbed because I feel like spring is, exiting out and summer is coming in. So I grabbed a couple of last minute items that I thought were cute, and I'm going to try to utilize them before we hit the full-blown summer months coming very, very soon. The first thing I want to show you guys is look at this right here. I thought for $1.25, this is just stinking cute. I'm going to find somewhere to put this in my outdoor area, either in the back or the front. I don't know quite yet, but I thought the whole font, the design, the little jute rope here, I thought it was really cool. Now, it does have a, white background. It doesn't have it on back and front, but for $1.25, it's still one of the best deals in town. The garden is my happy place, and I guess this is really going to be like the theme of this whole haul because spring is leaving us, guys, pretty soon. $1.25. I loved it. Now, this next item, I have several of these, but I do replace them usually probably every other year because they get, weather damaged, if you want to say that that's the right word to say it. But this is the longer one. I don't know if it has the dimensions on it. It's a metal flagpole. It does say it's 35.5 inches or 90.17 centimeters. Guys, this is by the Garden Collection, and I think this one is also by the Garden Collection, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, both of these are by the Garden Collection. These little signs that you can kind of put in the ground and just put your little flags up, and you can change them out for every season. I love the longer ones because you can get, I have like thicker ones that will not fit on the shorter ones. So I go ahead and every time I see these big ones and they're still $1.25, I utilize them until, they're no longer any good because sometimes, this year the weather has been wonky in Georgia. I mean, sometimes these things right here could last you, many, many years. But the one I got right out there now needs to be replaced because it's all bent up and it looks like it's been through its last day. Okay, so the next thing here that I want to show you guys, this is a repurchase, and they are the rolling plant trays, also by that Garden Collection. Guys, for $1.25, this is the little plant rolling tray that swivels. I have several of these, but I also lucked up back when they were still having the big pots, I guess you want to call them, the humongous ones that are now selling for $5 and more at the Dollar Tree. I have several of those. I don't have any plants in them, but one day my dreams will happen. I try to use for a DIY kind of project. I'm not quite sure, but I did get two in the black, and I picked up one in this little kind of ivory looking beigey tan color. I don't know exactly what the function I'm going to do for these, but for $1.25, sometimes I don't see these, and I said, let me go ahead and scoop them up, because if I don't, I'll see something I want to use them for, and they'll not be anywhere to be found, or they may be more than $1.25, because I foresee that happening with those, because they're very, very nice. Comment, let me know if you use these rolling plant trays for other things than just for potted plants. Okay, this next item, I kind of hem-hawed around about it, and I kept saying I've seen it ever since the spring has came this year, and I bypassed it, but this time I was like to myself, I'm going to go ahead and get this, and I'm going to make a little part in my garden. Where is my happy place? And I'm going to put this cute little frog. This is a big, guys, this is a big frog. I'm not kidding you. It's not tiny at all. And just look at the facial expressions. And that's just how I feel some days, right? I just want to, lean back on my arm and stare up into the sky and be like, what's going to happen today? Yeah. And also my real good friend, Patty, who passed away a couple years ago, she collected frogs. And of course, this made me think of her. And I said, yep, I'm going to put this frog in memory of her in somewhere in my garden. And every time I look at it, I can think happy thoughts. All right. So there's a few items that when I saw them, I went ahead and scooped them on up, because I really wish that I had purchased more than I did when I saw them a while back. And a lot of this stuff is hit or miss. Some stores carry a lot of them, some don't. So one of the things that I really, if you see these, I really highly encourage you to snap them up, because they go away, and they go away for the longest time. And I am actually thinking about doing some gift giving around the holidays, and I wanted to kind of play around with it, but I only picked up 2, and I have been searching and searching and searching for more of these ball, and I mean, that's a name brand, wooden lids. Now, this is the wooden ones, and I'm going to be messing around with some different types of mason jars, and I'm just kind of playing around with some kind of holiday gift ideas that, I can do like bulk, for many, many people. And I think they would be cute. At least in my mind, I know I would want it if I was getting a gift from it. These are BPA free. They're airtight. They're stackable. And they only have 5 lids, but they're stinking cute. Do I want to open up one? I think I probably have showed you these before, but I'll just pull out one and give you an idea how nice these are for $1.25. This is no joke, guys. This is really, really cool. And I just think it would be pretty neat for the holiday season or anything. You could be canning if you do can a lot, and you're making up you a bunch of food that you want to preserve. This is still good, but I just am really thinking more for me for gift giving. So I have been looking and looking and looking for these. So when I saw them, and they had quite a bit of them, I think there was probably like 12 or 15 of them. I picked up not 1, not 2, but 3, and I have 2 more that I've, been messing with. So I think that's going to hold me off for a while. But if you do see these, guys, really, I think this is a great deal and a name brand to boot. So yeah, that was a repeat buy. Another thing I did grab up, and I have not put these out in my yard yet, but they're going to go in my yard before summer comes. I'm just manifesting that. I did pick up some more of these solar hook lanterns. I have 4 of these already put somewhere. They're in a situation where I've got stuff that I'm going to put outdoors, and I'm getting ready to do that. And guys, we've had some crazy weather here in Georgia. I haven't had any time to do anything with my yard, because between the severe thunderstorms, the tornado watches, the heavy rains, I mean, it's just been one thing after the other. And I do want to put these out, but guys, I'm not going to put them together, but you probably have seen people hauling these, and they're basically just solar hook lanterns. They have a little rod in them, and it literally is a little lantern. And I'm trying to think if I'm going to put this in my backyard or my front yard. I haven't quite decided, but I went ahead and picked up 2 more, because wherever I'm going to put it at, I want to have a uniform number. So I've got now 6 of these. And really, if you wanted to gift these to people who love to do things in their outdoors, this is, to decorate their landscape, this is pretty cool. Now, it does take a AA battery, but man, oh man, they are very nice for $1.25. So I picked up 2 of them, and I'm already regretting that I didn't pick up more, but you can't have everything, right? I think 6 will be enough, because like I said, I've purchased 4 in the past. Guys, let me know if you've found those lanterns and you're using them. Okay, these I have been waiting to put out. Again, I had the lawn service people, they finally were able to come out and do some stuff. They had to get limbs and broken tree branches and everything that was going on. And I haven't put any solar lights out. I pulled up the ones that I've had out probably for the last couple of years, and they were weather beaten. And I just said, I'm going to try some new ones. And these are the ones I'm going to put around the house just to have some extra lights. But I thought they were cool. And yes, they've been out for a hot minute. I've been holding on to these for a couple weeks. These are like the solar stake lights. And basically, I want to just have some extra lighting around like the back corners of my house where my floodlights aren't reaching, just for some extra lights. Because sometimes at night, I mean, not a lot, but when it gets summertime, I might go out more, you know, in the darker times at night, and then I just want to be able to see on my certain walkways. And I think, you know, I got only 3 of them to line up this one little walk area that takes me back to the side of my house. And I thought, yeah, let me grab these for $1.25. I think they're stinking cute. I like the fact that you can angle them. And yeah, when you do get them, make sure they do have the little stick in the bottom, because if you don't, you're going to have a problem because they have to stick in the ground. I just recommend that because a couple of them sometimes don't have that bottom piece. I don't know if people just pull them out or whatever, or they're broke, but you don't want to bring them home and they don't have it. This is the ones I'm going to put out at the front of my porch. I have this one bush that, you know, I don't really like it, but it's there for the duration. Sometimes it looks nice and sometimes it looks dried out. It just depends on how it wants to act. Right now, it just looks waterlogged. But until I figure out what I'm going to do with it, I always put my lights right at that walkway. When people come up to the front door and it's dark, especially like the delivery people, if they come at night, they'll have a little bit of light. Look how stinking cute these are. I only picked up 4 of them because I really only like to put out certain ones, because when they do the lawn and stuff, I don't want them to be in the way, and I don't want them to nick them, because sometimes they'll be weed eating, and I'm like, please do not weed eat my $1.25 solar lamps, regardless. Yes, but I might. Now, I haven't seen this design after I picked these up, because I thought, well, maybe I'll pick up a couple more, but haven't seen them since then. So at least I got these 4. And usually, and these are really, really tall. I think you could probably even do multiple uses with this if you really wanted to. Let me just see something here. Does this top come off? Oh my gosh, it does. Yes, guys, you could probably do all kinds of different things. I don't know. I'm going to have a field day with these. So I am so glad that we're going to have a little bit of nicer weather over the Memorial holiday weekend. And hopefully I can get these put out and solared up. But yes, you know that they have to be, you know, outside and get the light to get them charged up. And when they get out, I'm going to try to do a little video. I'll try to do a little video and show you what they look like. I know people haul these all the time, and you know, it can get a little pricey if you start buying a lot of them. But again, I think I've been blown away this year and last year with the fact of the designs, the quality of these lights. It's worth the $1.25, guys. Check them out before they get gone. Okay, a couple of things I did pick up that are new to me were this personal care insect repellent wipes. And it says they're repels mosquitoes, and it lasts up to 2 hours. It's biodegradable and compostable material. It says that do not flush, of course. And I was really thinking about my grandson. Now that we don't have the dogs, you know, I can kind of, you know, take things like this out, but I had to be real careful when I had the dogs. But right now, these seem like they might be pretty good. There's 50 wipes in them. And I really just wanted them like for when my grandson wants to come over for a couple hours and we're out in the backyard playing. Because, guys, I live in a wooded area. There is tons of insects of all types, and I don't like it. And I'm definitely dealing with it one way or the other this year. I mean, if it's not bees and wasps and ants and mosquitoes and everything else, yeah, it's the time, it's the season, right? So I don't know. Let me know if you guys have seen these and tried them out. I think they're going to be pretty good. We'll see. Yeah, new to me. I had not seen these before. $1.25. This is also a repeat buy, guys. I have the ants. Ants are everywhere. Now, they don't really make it into the house, thank goodness. They just kind of take over the perimeter, and I've done all kinds of little, you know, things that I thought might help. Like I threw out some grits, and I think it kind of, you know, tamed one area that I was working on. Someone's kind of mentioned cinnamon. I haven't tried that yet, but I do know that this works, and this is a smaller container. Of course, you know, if you have a big area, like I really need to get a big bag of this, but the point of it is the big bags are hard for me to handle. So this is perfect for certain areas and certain mounds that I'm going to deal with. I had, when I was getting my gutters put in a few years back, I had some ants that I didn't even know they were all up in the old gutters, and the guy was telling me that. I said, oh, well, I just had bought some of this from the Dollar Tree. He went right up there, put them up there, and apparently it took, you know, by the time they were done, the next, I think like it took a day or two for them to do the work, the ants were completely gone. So hopefully I can get some ants completely gone in the front of my yard. Okay, next up is all geared for summertime, and I thought, yes, right in time for the patriotic season. We're about to have Memorial Day weekend, and then it's going to be, what, the 4th of July, Labor Day weekend, then Veterans Day. So yes, guys, they're bringing out, well, they always really have the patriotic stuff pretty much all seasons in most of my Dollar Trees, but they're really bringing out newer items with the red, white, and blue. Now, this one is a USA Pride Buggy Beds. And yes, I had to look at that at the store. It does say Buggy Beds. I'm going to put it down like this because that silver is really blinding. But yes, this is mosquito repellent bands, and they're child-friendly. They're plant-based formula, and one size fits all, and it says it lasts up to 300 hours. What did this one say? This one said it lasted 2 hours. So 300 hours, 2 hours. But this would be something for, like I said, just to play around with my grandson in the backyard. These probably would be good, like if you're traveling or camping, or maybe going to the pool somewhere, or a lake or whatever, where there's going to be more bugs. Yeah, use on the wrist or ankle. And I thought it was a pretty cool deal because it came in a 3-pack. Usually they sell these boogers for $1.25 for one. So pick that up. I also have been eyeballing these, and you know, I went ahead and bought me a couple of these. Don't know when I'm going to use them. Even if I don't use them for the patriotic kind of theming, the red could be definitely for, you know, Valentine's Day. It could be, you know, if you wanted to do it around Christmas. The blue could also be something for whatever. So I got 2 blue, and I got 2 of the reds, and I had hauled the silver one in last haul, but they didn't have any more silver, but they had one this time, so I went ahead and picked up a silver one. I don't see any gold ones in this big size, but guys, this is the champagne popper, like the big champagne bottle size, and it's by seasonal collection, and it's $1.25. So, you know, I could not resist that. I'll put them up for special occasions. And yeah, I thought that was a pretty good deal. Okay, I do have one more item, and then I will make sure to show you my last Duckaroos that I have. I have not seen any more of those in any of my stores. I didn't see any in Florida when we were out in Florida. And I'm like, man, are they just completely gone? And if you see them and you're still seeing them, let me know, and let me know some of the characters that you've been finding. I don't have any of my Duckaroos out because I had to move some stuff when my daughter was doing her graduation, which, by the way, that went off with a hit. She did so good with her decorations. If I think about it while I'm adding to this, I will make sure I put in a couple little snippets of that. But hi, besties. I wanted to say hello, and I am at my daughter Jade's graduation party. And yes, unfortunately, it is raining, and she does have some outdoor activities planned. She even has an adult bouncy house. But guys, I wanted to just say a quick hello and let you know what's going on. It's been a hectic week. And yes, this is my daughter Jade, and she did this banner, and she also did these balloon arches, which are absolutely beautiful. I'm so proud of my beautiful girl, and I just can't tell you guys how proud I am. I'm a proud mama for sure. And here's just a little peek of her sweets that she has set out, and a little bit of money. All right. It's for the money gun. For the money gun. I'm manifesting it for her. Excuse me, love.
Let me go grab my friend.
Oh, hey, I didn't even. I saw you pull up, but I didn't know if you gotten in here yet. Hi, on a video.
This journey has been very hard for me. It took a long time, longer than I wanted to because I had a baby, but I'm very grateful for everybody who have helped me, especially all my babysitters, all my friends, and of course, Rashard. So I just want to say thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed everything. You guys eat, have fun, drink, and let's go have fun.
Congratulations! This is what we needed, the money gun. Where's the money gun? Callista, do it, do it, do it. Come on, do the money gun. Woo! You really got to do it to her. Manifest it, baby. Guys, I'm glad to bring you along to the party, and I just wanted to show you a couple of other things that I thought was stinking cute. My daughter created her own little cocktail called Jada Rita. I thought that was pretty cool. Also, she did a nice dessert table. She had lots of variety to choose from. She had brownies, cupcakes, macaroons, cookies, little bundt cakes. She also had her cake with a graduation cap and scroll that said the grad. I thought that was very lovely. And her backdrop really just blew me away. It captures her personality, and I just thought it was awesome, as well as the balloon arches. Man, she did a fabulous, fabulous job decorating up for this party. Also, the food was a lot of Puerto Rican food. We had rice and wings and chicken. It was covered up because we were waiting for everybody to get there, and she did have a little card table for gift cards and gifts, and I thought that was pretty cool. She's got a lot of goodies there to go through, and as you can see, it is trying to, a little bit of sunshine's trying to peek out, but it's still raining. But I will give you a heads up. I didn't really video that once the party got going, but it did dry up, and we had fabulous time outside. It was a little wet, but it was so fun, guys. Thank you for coming along with me today.
Rashawn Bragg, Associate of Applied Science degree. Good job. Stacy Hampton, Associate of Applied Science degree. Creamer, Associate of Applied Science degree.
Guys, thank you so much for the well wishes for her. She has graduated, and now she's moving on to radiology school. Fingers crossed she'll get her letter of acceptance pretty soon. We don't know. It's up in the air, but she should know in the next couple of days. Her health, I know I had talked about her health, a few months back. They're just kind of keeping an eye on her. They really don't know what's going on. She just had some elevated blood work, and they're keeping an eye on it. So yeah, just always, know I appreciate you thinking about me and my family. Anyhow, this next item I thought was super cool. And when I show it to you, you guys are going to laugh, because what do I always say when I bring these out? That I'm never going to buy anymore. But look at these. This is super, super cute. I actually got 2 of them. I'm probably going to give one away for a prize contest gift. Yes, but I'm keeping one, and this is going to be one of my, Patriotic summertime beverage drink cup holders, right? Like, I don't have enough, but I don't have any in this ombre of the red, white, and blue. In this case, it's more like a silver. $1.25, guys. I mean, nice. And when I say nice, full size, I mean, they're as just as big probably as, let's see. Yeah, they're a full size cup. And I mean, very nicely made. Matter of fact, I didn't even know until I pulled it up and saw the $1.25 on there. I thought they were going to be like $3 because I have seen some of these for $3. Now, they do say it's not recommended for the microwave or the dishwasher, but I always hand wash these anyway. And I was just going to see if it told you how many ounces it is. If I had to guess, I'd probably say this is about 12 ounces. I don't think it's 16, but I may be wrong. But yes, guys, if you see these, snatch them up because I have seen them once and no more because I showed them to my daughter and she's like, oh, I like those. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I should go get a couple more and pass them out to her. Can't find them at all. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me as long as you have. And this is the last Duckaroos that I got, and I'm kind of sad about it because it was so fun to show you guys all the ones that I picked out. And of course, it's Minnie Mouse. And Minnie Mouse has a special place in my heart because you know I love some Disney World. And what's Disney World without Mickey and Minnie, right? So I thought that was really stinking cute. Again, I have to put all my ducks somewhere. I don't think I'm going to keep displaying them because I don't have a lot of room. If I see some more, I'm definitely going to pick them up and I'll show you the other characters that I find. But yes, guys, I think they're MIA. They're missing in action in my area, but they're stinking cute. They have so much detail. They even have the names of the characters written out. I thought that was fantastic. All right, guys, if you hung out to the end of the video, you know I always like you to put something in the comments, some kind of phrase or a word. Well, this time I want you to put in the comments red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue because we're about to hit the summer months. We've got probably 2 or 3 more weeks. But when it comes, you know it's going to be here. And I have found so many good items that I can't wait to show you in upcoming videos for the summer. It is awesome. Dollar Tree is really showing out. And I'm loving it. And I'm here for it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you, each and every one. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell everybody to come and subscribe if they like this kind of video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. And P.S. for the 15,000 subscriber winners, 22 QCat and at 66 Tarot, you guys have your $15 gift certificate or gift card from the Dollar Tree. It's on its way. Comment and let me know when you get it. I do have a tracking number on it as well, so I can make sure that it arrives and doesn't get lost. Happy shopping. Bye, guys.